You're highly welcome, my dear brothers and sisters. I'm glad that you just clicked to watch today's message. In today's message, I'll be talking about the entity that is being enthroned, that is embodied in the sun, the moon. Those entities that are in the moon, the sun, and also in the stars. I want you to understand something. A lot of people have been made to believe something otherwise when it comes to the sun, the moon. They've been taught some things different, completely different about the sun and the moon. What you need to understand about the sun is the sun which you see down here. You see the sun that is down here, the stars that are down here, the moon. The moon, the sun, and the stars. These are things, when they were made originally, they were being made for a particular reason, and they were good when they were made at that time. So, but something happened longest time, you get it? What happened is this: sun, the bright and the morning star, who was the leader of all these entities, deceived a lot of the heavenly body beings. When I talk about heavenly beings, I'm talking about now those who are on a different dimension, who are in the heavenly places. So now what happened is, the bright and the morning star, which is the light bearer, deceived a lot of them. So what happened after deceiving them? So he gained a lot of energy, and increased so much to the extent that there was a lot of pride was found in that bright and morning star. So what happened is, because of the pride that was found in that bright and morning star, the Elohim, the creators who are above that bright and morning star, what happened is, because of the pride that is being found in the bright and the morning star, which is Lucifer, the light bearer, what happened is, that bright and morning star was howled down. He was cast down, because of his pride, because of a lot of things that he was doing. So he was howled down because of what? Because of the iniquity, because iniquity was found in him. So when he was howled down, his angels were howled down together with him. His followers, those who he deceived, were cast down together with him. Now, what I want you to understand is, when the heavenly bodies, when we talk about heavenly bodies, talk about the stars, talk about the galaxies, you get it? These are what talk about those stars you see in up there. You see the moon, you see the stars, you see the sun, which is here. So they were cast down here. The sun that you see is the throne of Lucifer. This is where Lucifer is doing is ruling, because he is the leader of all these stars that are down here. So what happened is, he deceived. When he deceived a lot of all them followers, all the heavenly bodies, and then he brought them down here. So they were being cast down, as their leader was cast down, they were being cast down together with him. So what happened is, the Lucifer, which is the light bearer, which was cast down here, whose throne is in the sun. Because the sun, what you need to understand, the light that the sun is bringing out does not belong to the sun. The light does not belong to the sun at all. The light is coming from a different source. You get it? What the sun does is to do what? Is to absorb, that is to get light, from different entities in order to keep it shining. So, but the light itself does not belong to the sun. So now what happened is, when this entity when this Lucifer, the light bearer, was being howled down here, so what happened is, he went and they did what? They established a religion organization in order to do what? To use it to deceive the people. So now when this religion organization was being set up, they use it in order to do what? They set it up in order to do what? To extract energy, because they've been howled down from the heavenly places and they came down here. You get it? So the sun which you're seeing, the stars which you're seeing down here are all what? These are not real stars. These are all the stars that are that have been classified. You get it? The sun itself is a throne of an entity which they call Lucifer. You get it? the light bearer, the one that is having the light before he was howled down, because of his arrogance, because of his what? Disobedience, because of his pride. So he was howled down here. So he's there in what? In the sun. So what happened is, since he's there, what happened is this entity now is absorbing energy from people in order to keep itself doing what? Shining in that place, while he keeps on deceiving the people. Because the more it's shining there, what happened is it's deceiving people, it's extracting energy from them. So, and he does this through what? Through the religion organizations which they set up down here. So when you go into it, into those them religion, what happened is in those religion, they are what? They are simply extracting energy. They set those religion up in order to extract energy to fuel the throne. That is what is going on up there. So, but there's something that is going to happen, that is happening now. These them entities which are enthroned in what? In the sun, in the stars, in the moon, and different places. Now the time is here now whereby the people, there are some certain people who came, who already knew what was going on, and they came down under the sun now. And they are now opening people's eye to do what? To stop channeling their energies to the sun. And to the sun, to the entity that is in the throne of what? Of the sun. This is a very big blow. Because what they are doing is, those people now are trying to do what? Are trying to make him to stop getting that energy which he has been absorbing from what? From the people. So these people that were sent extra to come and expose the Lucifer himself, these people that were being sent here, they are now here to do what? To expose those things. So in order to stop others from doing what? From channeling their energy to what? Towards that entity that is in the throne of what? In the sun. So now what happened is, because this energy will be absorbed, will be taken back, and at a time, this entity is going to do what? Is going to be drawn to the extent when he has no more energy to stay up there in the fourth dimension. Then that means he's going to be drawn to come to a what? To a lower dimension, in the sense that he's going to be drawn, and then he's going to now come and sit among men. He's going to do what? He's going to come and sit, have his own throne now among men. And other kings of the earth will see him and say, oh, so you are the one that has been troubling the whole world. You are the one that was in that sun, and you've been troubling the whole world. You are the one. People will see him, the one that is in the throne, the one that is in the sun. Because when he comes here, when his energy is being absorbed, those people, when you start, for example, now when you start leaving those them churches, those them synagogues, those them cemeteries, those them religion organizations which has been set up already by this entity, when people start living there and stop channeling their energy towards this entity, what happened is that entity, at a time when there is no more enough energy to keep it up there, what happened is the entity is going to be drawn. The energy is going to be absorbed. The moment the energy is being absorbed, what happened is this entity is going to be drawn down here. So now when this entity, because remember he has already been howled down, you get it? So he has no more any other chance to do what? To go back to where it is, to go back to where he's coming from. Why? Because he has already been there and has disobeyed. So therefore there is no more second chance. So therefore he's going to do what? He's going to come down here. So now these people that are absorbing those energy are absorbing it back in order to do what? In order to put this Lucifer down in what? On the dust, in order to draw him so that he come and sit on the dust. You get it? So when this entity comes down here, when his energy is now low, his energy is no more enough to make him to be in the sun again. So what happened? This entity is going to be dethroned, and he's going to come and have body and have flesh and do what? And be among men. That is to say, he will be one of these them kings. You get it? So but then, since he is now one of these them kings, what happened is his energy has been sucked completely, and what happened? He's going to be bound. He's going to be bound. So he's going to sit among men. You get it? And he's going to be bound, and there is no more opportunity or chances for him to do what? To go back, to return to the heavenly places. Why? Because he has already been there and has done what? And has disobeyed. So now that so what I want you to understand is the sun that you're seeing here is what is a throne of what? Of Lucifer. This is why you see them Catholic Church, they worship what? They worship the sun. You get it? They worship the sun because the sun is what they are doing. What they are just deceiving others in order to do what? In order to channel that energy to what? To the sun. And now that the people are realizing this, what happened is they will start leaving those religion organization. And the more you listen to religion organization, you will see that what that there is a lot of more calamities that is going to do what is going to be happening. Why? Because the truth is coming out. They are breaking that energy connection that they have been channeling to that entity, and by so doing, now that entity will be losing more power in the heavenly places. You know, this where this sun is, you get it? This entity will be losing more power. So at the time, he will be drawn to the earth, and he's going to come and do what? And he's going to come and sit. He's going to come and sit among men. Listen to what the Bible said in the book of Isaiah chapter number 14. It said, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground?" He's going to be drawn here because his energy is going to be absorbed, and it's going to be what? He's going to be cut down on the ground. He's there, but he's coming down here. Why? Because the energy is going to be absorbed. The people, the moment, this is why this time that you see that the truth is coming and everything, they are going to start getting mad. Why? Because the entity up there now is going to be what? Mad. What is going on? His agents are not, to them he will feel like, his agents are not working the way they are supposed to work, because they let this other people who came here to do what? To be stopping the energy which he has been getting, so he would, at a time that energy will no longer be sufficient, so he would like to come on his own to see what is going on, to be, to sit in a throne. So by then he has been pulled down here. This is deep. I know what I'm telling you. I mean, nobody can give you this raw message like this. You get it? Listen to what the Bible say here. It say here, "So how art thou cut to the ground, which didst weaken the nation?" How did you come down here? How managed you came down? You are the one that has been weakening the whole nation. Listen to what the Bible says. You see, "For thou hast said in thy heart," this is what this entity was saying, before he was howled down, before he came down here. You get it? He was in the heavenly places where he was called the morning star, and now he was howled down. So before he was howled down here, he has said in his heart, listen to what he has said in his heart, "I will ascend into heaven," that is highest heaven. You get it? More and more. "I will exalt my thrones above the stars," because the stars of the Most High are up far above where he is. So what happened is, he said that he will exalt his throne above the stars of Elohim. So what happened is, the Most High already had plans for him. You understand it? Because the pride has gone into him, and he wanted to be what? He wanted to be above the stars of the Most High. So what happened after he got pride? Listen to what the Bible says. It says, "I will sit upon the mount of the congregation in the side of the north. I will ascend above the height of the clouds. I will be like the Most High." You see? "Yet thou shalt be brought down to the hell, to the side of the pit." This is where he's going to, because this has been what is in his mind. To do what? To be like what? To be above the stars of the Most High. You get it? So, but then he's going to do what? While he was thinking that, you get it? There was another plan on his head. He never knew it. You get it? So now, as he was thinking about, being above the stars of the Most High, what happened? Pride was going on. Pride was in him. Iniquity was found in him. So what happened is, he was caught to be on his own. So, and when he was caught to be on his own, there was so much pride, so much this, because he had so much energy. You get it? So, but what happened? At a time, he started doing what? He started now establishing. Listen to what the Bible says here. "Yet thou shalt be brought down to the hell, to the side of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that hath made the earth to tremble?" You see, because what you need to understand is this entity is up there. So, but it's been howled down. So it's embodying in what? In the sun. So, but he's going to do what? He's going to be pulled down here, by the same people who he wanted to go and be like them. He wanted to exalt his throne above the stars of the Most High. But those stars are here. They are going to do what? They are going to pull him down to what? To the side of the pit. They are going to do what? Draw and suck them energy which he thinks he has. They are going to do what? To draw it raw In order to do what? In order to put him where he belongs. That is what? On the ground. So he's going to do what? He's going to come and be one of your kings here. Listen what the Bible says. One of those them kings which you used to know, those kings, what you need to understand is so many of these them kings that are in the ancient Babylon are what? Are the entities that are being pulled down from what? From the heavenly places. And they are what? They are enthroning in those places. So those ones are classified beings. They have no any other opportunity of going back over there. You get it? So they had to be what? They had to be bound in those them places. And that is where their life is finished. You get it? Listen to what the Bible said. He said, "They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that didst shake kingdoms, that made the world as wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners? All the kings of the nations, even all of them lie in glory." Some of the kings of the nations, some of them now, after the sun, after that Lucifer has been cast down, some of them still will still be in glory, and they will be seeing him. They will know him. They will know that they will say, "Oh, so you were the one that has been doing what that has been causing all this havoc all this while." You get it? So they will see him, they will know him, and then the way, they will treat him now different. You get it? Listen to what the Bible says. Say, "But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the remnant of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword, that go down to the stones of the pits, as a carcass trodden under feet. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renewed." You get it? They shall never be renewed. That is to say, they ain't got no opportunity of doing what? Of going back to where they came, where they were. Because their ancestors now have done what they have been held and disobeyed and everything. So what happened is the opportunity of going back up there is down with them. So what happened? "Therefore prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the earth." So the children, the descendant, all the children that came, through that Lucifer are going to be slaughtered. This is prepare slaughter for his children. Those Lucifer that was being drawn, that is called Satan, that is being drawn to the earth now. All his children are going to be what? Are going to be slaughtered, are going to be killed for the iniquity of their forefathers, for the things that their ancestors did, for the things that their fathers did when they were when they were enthroned in that throne. So they're going to do what? They are going to be slaughtered, so that they will not fill the face of the earth with what? With iniquity. You get where it is going? Because this is something that is there, that a lot of people are reading these passages. You get it, but they really not understand, because there is deep mystery about this. You need to understand, about the sun, the moon itself. What you need to understand about the moon is that the moon itself even is not even what they told you it is. Is a base. Adramelech and Amalek, they are all up there in the moon. This is where a lot of some of the religion organizations, this is where their goddesses is. Because they are enthroning in that place, and from that place now they are doing what? They are making a lot of their different things. What you need to understand is, it is not all the entities that are, it is not all the goddess, or let me just put it this way, all the entities that are in the moon that are evil. You get it? What you need to understand is that in that moon itself, there is hierarchy. There is hierarchy. You have to follow orders, in that place, because that place, there is something guiding them in those areas, Unlike, when you come to the one that was enthroning in the sun, because the sun itself, the Most High has already cut it off for it to be on its own, for him to make his own decision. You get it? And when the Most High cut it off for it to be on his own, so that he can go ahead and do whatsoever he wanted to, because this is what he wanted to do. So what happened is, he now created, he was so pompous, because of what? Because of the knowledge. Because of the knowledge that he got, because of the riches, now the things which he has acquired, So now he felt like he has gotten a lot. And now he went on and he was having a lot of pride with him before the Most High now did what? Cut him off. And then now the Most High now used his children, those stars which he wanted to go and be above them. Those stars came down here and do what? And now sucking the energy out of his head. And this energy that they are sucking, that is, they are drawing up from him, is what is going to do what is going to draw him down to the side of the pit. He's going to do what? He's going to come down here in what? In form of a man. That is to say, when he comes down, they know. This is why when they look up there, they see, they watch at the sun and all these things. They are watching, through one of their king or something like that, how the sun, the entity that is embodied there is going to come out. It's going to come. It's going to take through a man and a woman, through a particular, they are under them, their own royal bloodline. Through that their own royal bloodline, this entity is going to be born. You get it? And when he is born, that is, he is now coming back he is coming here. And when he is coming down here, that is to say, he has no more chance of doing what? Of going back to where he was before. So what happened is he's going to be bound here, because he's now in the body, in the fleshy form. So he cannot be able to do what? To return back there. So he will be tied down here. So now you see who is now smarter. You get it? He claimed he wanted to go and be above the stars of the Most High. But those stars whom he wanted to go and be above them now, came down here and do what? And pulled him down and do what? And put him in chains. I mean, you need to understand what is really going on, because these things are what? These things are deep. Some certain revelations which I'm bringing to you, it's not that I'm just saying I want you to do what? To reason and see a lot of things so that you can be able to understand things that is happening. I'm not the one that is giving it to myself. These things have been in me. The Most High just used me at this time to reveal more to the people. These things have been in me in order to do what? In order to share it with those that can be able to do what? To use their common senses. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is deep. This is deep. If you can be able to do what? If you can be able to really grab it the way it is, the whole thing you've been taught, you need to do what? You need to revisit every single thing that you've been taught. Even the map of the world, every single thing that you think before, you need to do what? You need to revisit them and recheck them, because it is nothing but what? A lot of lies, bunch of lies, So this time around, what I'm trying to give you, my dear listener out there, is to do what? Is to be able to do what? To know that that the sun is very good when you go outside and you enjoy the weather, the nice sunny weather. And so because the sun itself, the light there, that sun that you're seeing does not belong to this entity that I'm telling you, because those entity, those sun, the Most High is the one. The light is coming directly from the Most High. You get it? The life itself, the life that is shining, because the sun itself does not have its own light. It's just a reflector. And let me tell you something, because a lot of people have been made to believe that the sun is very hot, or the surface of the sun will be 1,000,000 degrees centigrade, or whatsoever they try to put out there. It's a bunch of fabricated lie. The sun cannot be that hot. It is not hot even. It has to be something that is cold. Why do you think there's some surface? Why do you think that sometimes you see between the sun and some certain area, space area like that, something like that, you can see that those areas are cold. But when you come down here, even when you're on a flight or something like that, you see that the more it goes, you see that that the weather up there is colder than the one down here. So how can the sun be? So what I want you to understand is just need to do what you just need to see things the way it is supposed to be rightly seen. These them entities, their time is up. They already know it. What I'm trying to do is to do what is to give you and reveal a lot of deep mysteries to all my listeners, those who can be able to do what, like I said, grab the mysteries of what I'm bringing out to you. I know who is who here. You get it? And I hope you get to realize and know what you are fighting for. I say, may the Most High be the one to do what? To elevate you and give you the knowledge of how to fight a good fight in the name of Yahushua HaMashiach. Shalom. Shalom.